Welcome back to Applied Physics Lecture Series, Unit 2, Semiconductor Physics, Lecture number 3, Carrier Concentration in N-type Extrinsic Semiconductor. We know in case of semiconductors, based on the type of dopants we are adding, we are having two types of extrinsic semiconductors. That means by adding pentavalent impure atoms to the pure or intrinsic semiconductor, we will get an N-type semiconductor. Here, in case of an N-type semiconductor, majority charge carriers are electrons and the entire work of conductivity is due to electrons. Then in such a N-type extrinsic semiconductor, how to calculate the number of electrons present in the conduction band of N-type semiconductor? Because in case of N-type semiconductor, already mentioned, majority charge carriers are electrons. The entire work of conductivity is due to only electrons present in the conduction band. That's why here we have to find out electron concentration present in the conduction band, or the number of electrons present in the conduction band, or the electron density which is present in the conduction band. Here the N-type semiconductor is formed as a consequence of doping pentavalent impure atoms like phosphorus. So here if you take Nd will be the concentration of donors in the material. At absolute zero temperature, the donor atoms are not ionized and they are present at the level of Ed. Observe, Ed is the donor energy level which is present just below the conduction band. So why these donor energy levels are generated? So the pentavalent impure atom is having 5 electrons, and out of those 5 electrons, 4 electrons are formed, 4 electrons are participated in the stable covalent bond formation, and the 5th electron is free. So here the pentavalent impure atom is so generous, it can able to give more than the required number of electrons to form the covalent bond. So in order to form the covalent bond, actually we need only 4, but it is giving 5 electrons. So the 5th electron is free. You know, free electron is having more energy. That's why it is present in a specific energy level just below the conduction band. So that's why donor energy levels are formed just below the conduction band. In the diagram, you can able to see such a donor energy levels which are represented with Ed. Those are present just below the conduction band, and those donor energy levels are occupied with phosphorus atoms. Here the phosphorus is a pentavalent impure atom. At temperature above absolute zero temperature, the donor atoms gets ionized. As a result, the free electron present in the donor energy levels are jumped into the conduction band because the conduction band is very nearer to the donor energy levels. Assume that the electron concentration is N in the conduction band equals to the number of donors present in the donor energy levels. That's why N is equals to N plus D. So where N is nothing but 2 into 2 pi me star kt by h square whole power 3 by 2 exponential of Ef minus Ec by kt. This is directly taken from the number of electrons which are present in the conduction band of an intrinsic semiconductor. And here we are taking 2 into 2 pi me star kt by h square whole power 3 by 2 as a constant. That's why it is represented with Nc. Therefore, N is equals to Nc into exponential of Ef minus Ec by kt. This is also equals to N plus D is equals to Nd into exponential of Ed minus Ef by kt. Here Ed is nothing but donor levels and Ef is nothing but Fermi energy level, K is the Boltzmann constant, and T is the temperature. And Nd is nothing but number of donor electrons which are present in the donor levels just below the conduction band. Equate the two above equations, that is N with N plus D, where we are getting Nc is equals to exponential of Ef minus Ec by kt, which is equals to Nd into exponential of Ed minus Ef by kt. So to eliminate the exponential on both sides, take logarithm and rearranging the terms, we will get Ef is equals to Ed plus Ec by 2 minus kt by 2 into log Nc by Nd. So finally rearranging this equation, we will get Ef is equals to Ed plus Ec by 2 plus kt by 2 log Nd by Nc, which is represented with equation number 10. At absolute zero temperature, so the right hand side portion, that is kt by 2 into log Nd by Nc becomes 0. Therefore we will get Ef is equals to Ed plus Ec by 2. So substitute the value of Ef from equation 10 in the equation 4 and rearrange the terms. We will get N is equals to number of electrons present in the conduction band of an N-type semiconductor is equals to 2 Nd whole power half 2 pi me star kt by h square whole power 3 by 4 exponential of Ed minus Ec by 2 kt. Hence, the density of electrons in the conduction band is proportional to the square root of donor concentration at low temperature. That means how many number of donor impure atoms that you are added, such a number of extra number of electrons are present. That's why the number of electrons present is directly proportional to the number of impure donor pentavalent atoms are added. At higher temperature, intrinsic behavior predominates and donor concentration becomes insignificant. And if we want to know the position of variation of Fermi energy level with temperature, with the increase of temperature, the portion of the Fermi energy level slightly increases as per the equation number 10. As the temperature is further increased, more and more number of atoms are ionized. As a result, the electron concentration in the conduction band increases, and at a particular temperature, all the donor atoms are ionized. Further increase in temperature results in generation of electron-hole pairs due to the breaking of covalent bonds, and the material tends to behave in the intrinsic manner. Thanks for watching.